cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Thank you. Far too kind. Thank you. Stop. All right. Thank you, everyone. Far too kind. Thank you for all the support. All right, you can stop. Good morning, CSF Nation. I'm Makini 90, artist, journeyman, and illustrator, and today we're not even reaching our peak here on Makini in the morning. This is an early bird special, mainly because if you look at my screen right here, we got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. So, to break things down, we are working on a big group shot here. Working on our cute, sexy robot tribute drawing here of Marvel Rivals girls, basically. What we're going to start with is we're going to start with Sue first. As you can see, I've already into the line art. I'm thinking about 15 minutes in to already a line art. I already flipped the canvas over, and I'm just adjusting the anatomy before we flip the canvas back and start detailing the suit and everything. So that is going to be our focus. Now, I want everybody to go on the poll. I put a poll up asking, after we finish Sue today, which I would like to do it in the next hour, who is next? Who's next after Sue? So, but after we get the quick introductions, we're just going to jump straight into it. I got my OBS ready. I got my timer ready, so we could just jump right on it. So, guys, thank you all so much. We got 3 people watching here. I know it's in between Loki's show and stuff like that, but I wanted to get a head start on this one. So, if you guys can, and if you guys like what you're seeing, smack that like button. Make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button. Make it jiggle as well. I will explain everything, okay? So we'll go over through this as we draw this out, okay? All right, so let's go say hi. Power is first here. Neo J, good morning. Christian, and you 3, good morning. I know more people will pop in here soon enough, but we're just starting an early bird here. Now, let's get the time. Focus. Try to find a right brush that's going to work for me. That'll be able to get this done much more smoothly, much more quickly. So I'm probably going to use the G pen for this one. So let me go ahead and hit record and start the timer. Boom. Okay. All right. So I'll be notified. Okay. Now, so it took me all day to get a rough sketch going. Mainly because I was using this app I'm using this app called Pose It. App called Pose It. It's a mobile app that allows you to basically use a 3D model, use 3D models and mannequins to generate your own pose, to kind of create your own pose. It's great for drawing references. It's intuitive. There's a lot going on you could do. There is a lot to kind of learn, but I was having fun with this as I was using, as you guys saw in the community post that I was taking, or you guys probably saw the community post before it got deleted, that I was using I was using the Pose It app to help get my poses ready for this illustration. Basically, I thought it'd be very interesting. I saw one of the stuff that I was retweeting, found out that they were using the Pose It app, and I thought I'd try it myself for this one. And sure enough, I'm liking it. I don't know if I'm liking it so far. Now, for each character you see, yes, I did that with the intent of, I did that with using the Pose It app for this one. Essentially, this is a low angle shot similar to Cute Sexy Robot. So all the poses that I was trying to set up were from a low angle perspective. As we are getting through here real quick, it's like I'm not, like I said, I'm not skimming on the details here. Trying not to skim on the correction before we really get into the nitty gritty, before we get into the detailing. Like I said, I want to knock out Sue and then a line art for another character before we end the show today. So that is my plans, because like I said, we haven't reached peak just yet. We have not reached peak just yet, as I'm trying to go through some of my here we go. I need just to look at, okay. I'm using the G pen just because I'm just trying to find what line art brush will be easy for me that will make this line art process a very smooth one. So for all characters, and I don't think that the G pen might not be the best. I don't think the G pen might not be the best pen for me. Let's see. Here. Just whatever works for me as we are. Okay, so we got that. I think. Stuff between using a soft round and hard round brush. I really want the line art to look really clean here. So at the very least, have the line art look pretty clean. Here. Okay. So I'm going to switch out here. Eli, good morning. We are not wasting any time this morning right now. That's why we're not wasting any time this morning, because we do have a lot of work to do, and I mean a whole lot of work to do. If I'm not going to love the process though. So F. Okay. So I think we got it for Sue. Let's go ahead and start on the detailing. Let's start detailing the suit. You only have, with Sue, it's just you're only going to have one. You're only going to have one layer. Basically, you're only going to have. You're not really going to have much of a skin layer with Sue. Actually, Sue won't have a skin layer at all because of her suit and such like that. So, but the other characters will. So that is guaranteed. A per guarantee. Clean this up. Okay. Okay. So I got a good shot of Sue's back. So we're gonna start from. I'm gonna start from here. Turn the roughs down. Turn the roughs down so that way. Okay, there we go. Turn the roughs down so that way I can see all of the detail. Sue's got a lot of detail. So like I said, I want to try to knock this out in the next 20. I want to see if I can get most of this done in the next 25 minutes. So here. The thing with Marvel Rivals is like Genshin, like Fortnite, like any of the popular games out there, the characters have a lot of meticulous details as well. So you want to factor in those details as well. Here. You want to factor in all those little details here as well. Here. Here, like I said, we're going to start with the arm first because there's a lot going on here. And we'll see if I can mess around with it. I'll definitely see if I can mess around with it though, to maybe play with some of these, play with some extra, maybe add some extra details or just kind of make some alterations. We shall see. We shall see. And I'm like doing this all in single stroke as well. Aaron, good morning. We are people. I know more people will start popping in. We are starting on. We got work to do, so I am not wasting any time here. Here. And the first character, like said, first character working on is Sue. We're just gonna get the main attraction out of the way, you know. We're just gonna get the main attraction out of the way. We are just going to get the main attraction out of the way. Yeah, we're just gonna get the main attraction out of the way. Okay. I'm working through. I got so many references to work with, so I got so many references to work with. Here. Oh man, I really want get this done. I would like I said, I want to get Sue done in the first hour. First hour, and it really does depend on how. And I think the big factor will come in is we need to find a brush that is going to be that is going to work for us, a brush that really works well for us. So I think we need to find. I think for the line art brush, I think this one should. I think the G pen, although I think the G pen probably should do the trick if that doesn't work. If the others don't work, I think G pens should do most of the not most of the heavy lifting, but G pens should do a good chunk of the heavy lifting for us. Okay. Here. Okay. Let's see most of that. Okay, we got this. We got this. Johnny, good morning to you. Okay. Should be. Here. Okay. Here. Okay, so the under glove here. There's a way we can. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got this. We got this. Because with Sue, it's just one bodysuit. It's just one full bodysuit, basically. Here. Good morning, Sean. As the title said, we haven't reached peak yet. We have not reached peak yet. Or at least I haven't reached peak yet with this. Yes. But I'm doing a huge task of drawing 6 characters, so I'm taking my time with this. At the same time, trying to make sure the process goes as smooth as I want to make sure the process goes as smooth as possible. A lot of it's just trying to find. I think a good, like I said, a good chunk is going to help us if I try to just find a brush that's going to work with me. That's going to make things easy for me, and then just stick with it. Yeah. As you see here. Okay, she doesn't. Okay. Here. Then we got her to really got our toes in with Penny on Monday. Like we really dipped our toes in with Penny on Monday, and like I said, I think that just moving forward because people really like the Psylocke, people like a lot of the different ones that I did as well. So. In terms of rendering and shit, honestly, so I'm not letting it. And I'm just using a standard. Oh, I'm using a fine line again. Okay, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm at 2 years into this right now, so I think my hand is steady enough. My hand should be steady enough to be able to do all of this. Yes, I'm just saying. Here. It's just a case of some days I find it much easier to do this on my tablet than I do on my on the big one. It just is what it is, you know. Maybe because the stylus is a small stylus, so it's not. It makes it much easier for me. You got to work with your pressure settings too. Like I said, smooth lines. You want to smooth. I want to smooth it as just as much as possible here. Okay, see that? Boom. Boom. I know we're getting close to the time's up, but we have already gotten far enough. And that's what I not want to do is I don't want to keep undoing all the time. I want to be able to do, drop one, be able to do one stroke, basically. Do it in one stroke. I'm trying to do it in one stroke here. Okay, you guys voted first. Next, okay. Here. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing with Sue's design. With Sue, is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to put I'm just gonna put some. What time we got? Okay, I got 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna put some just little extra details. I'm just gonna put some extra details here, like extra like fabric and such like that. Let's see what else. Here. Here. Let's do it this way. I know, zoom in too close. It's all pixelated. That's fine. That's how I want it. There we go. Okay. Let's see what else. Here. Like I said, I've been using this app called Pose It to get my poses ready for all this. Instead of just like struggling trying to figure a pose and composition, I just use the app to help out. So Sue is one of 6 characters. Once it should be done here. We only got 3 minutes. Okay. I've got a nice little touch. I think this would be a nice little touch, though. There we go. 4. Someone said, someone in the comments on the community post said that this is what that A4 scene should have been in Endgame. Like, I can see your point. I could definitely see your point. Never that scene did not make any sense whatsoever, though. That scene did not make any sense just because of where all the female characters were positioned where all the female characters were positioned during the entire battle, the entire final battle, though. So it's like, how did they just group up together just out of nowhere? That was just that didn't make any sense to me. Okay, here we go. Put number 4. Put a number 4 right there, and then other than I think it was Mars. I forgot if it was Mars or Nako. Somebody said that because and when they saw the initial sketch that I did on Monday, they were like, "Yeah, putting a number 4 is a nice touch, actually." No. Okay. Okay, Sue is. Well, we still got to do the hair. Never mind. But and for the hair, we're not going to do too much, though. I don't want to do too much in the hair. So like just enough, though. Okay. All right. So time's up. All right, time's up. 5-minute break. Okay. So, as you can see here, we're already done on Sue. We're already done on Sue, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, that didn't take long. I just realized I'm gonna have to adjust the hand. I'm gonna have to adjust that hand if I want to, because I want to do a trick where her hand becomes invisible. Her hand starts becoming invisible. So I will need to readjust the hand a bit. So, or at least read the details on one of the hands a bit. So that way, maybe we could do. I'm wondering what if we could do. Transparent. The hand's gonna be transparent. It's gonna be a transparent blue. That's what I'm thinking. Where it kind of goes up to her forearm, basically. And I probably want to make the face. Not the face. I mean, I want to make the line art white, so that like make the line art white to make it like insinuate like your hand is turning invisible. Like, so let me know what you guys think so far. Good morning, Penny. Save time. Okay. Leave the hand, render it, then go with a low opacity once low opacity eraser once all finished. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Like I said, it's not much I can do. Okay. But you guys have voted. I don't know. Yeah, based on the poll, you guys voted on Psylocke to be next. Okay. Okay, so Psylocke is on the right side of the page. So Psylocke is going to be on the right side of the page. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to finish Sue's hair, and then we'll jump right to Psylocke. Sue's hair probably shouldn't take no more than say like 5 to 10 minutes. Sue's hair shouldn't take no more than 5 to 10 minutes because I'm not gonna do heavy line work on that. Let the shading kind of do the rest of the work for me. So just wait for the timer to go off. It's been so some of y'all saw that post that I made yesterday on the Steam forum for on that Marvel Rivals Steam forum, and I asked if this is a bait, and much to my surprise, I actually did some research. Turns out that wasn't bait. That was not a joke post. That's what this idiot officially thinks. I'm like, you cannot be serious. I was like, you cannot be serious. But no, it's real. It's real. It is real. Oh my god. One more detail I want to put in before we jump right to it. So, actually two more details. So, okay, just wait for the timer to go up. So, and then we can start. We can start once again. Okay, and okay, perfect. Yeah, no, it's a real post. It's somebody. It's not a joke. Somebody was actually serious. I was like, oh, piss off. Okay, All right. All right. Ready? We guys ready? All right, let's do this. 25 minutes on the clock. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. Let me put two details in here real quick. Right here and right here. All right, here. And then I'm just gonna put a visible panty line right here. Visible panty line here. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, we got this. So we can do a front shot. I want to do the earrings. I want to show off the earrings. Though I like that they gave Sue's earrings, and I like that they gave Psylocke earrings too. It's like a very Makini thing, though. There we go. Sue's ready. Let's do this. All right, you guys asked for it. Psylocke is next. Okay. I want to try to keep I want to see if I can try to keep the same body that we did for Psylocke. So. All right, let's do this. Psylocke may take a little bit longer because I got to factor the sword in and everything. Okay, we got work to do. Just gotta try to do the same, you know. Try to do the same. I'm still really proud of that Psylocke one, by the way. I'm still really proud of that Psylocke one. I just want to make sure I try to keep the same approach, same body style and such like that. Consistency, basically. Did I do it on the left arm or right arm? Okay, yeah, the shoulder plate's on the right arm. Okay, shoulder plate's on the right arm. Yes, what I thought. So it's the shoulder plate's on the right arm. We said we want to keep. Okay, we got this. All right, hang on. We got this. We got this. Probably should go for more thicker lines, though. I gotta admit, I just realized that. It's just like kind of go at it like. Just like I said, trying to do this all at a low angle. That's the. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Still rough. It's still rough though. It's still rough. It's still rough. But assume this is probably going to be the part where we. Um, this is probably going to be the part where we really just turn it like this. Because they're basically, yeah, it is basically an A4 scene. Okay. I think it was just like I say, there's like don't don't stress out yet. Like, oh, just don't stress out yet. Just take your time with it, you know? Just take your freaking time with it. It's like once you nail the body down, then you can focus on the details. So and this one I'm probably gonna be able to do more with. Sorry, sorry, I just had a brain freeze for a second. I just had a brain fart. I was like, where's my line brush? There you go. There's my line. We could probably do the same like effects too. But I think that's like part of the best part though. It's like, you know, you're problem solving. You're kind of like that. You're kind of like problem solving in a way, but like you're really. I think I'm learning to enjoy. I think I've really been like teaching myself to like really enjoy this process more. Like especially enjoying the line art process, you know. To not, you know, stress so much out about the anatomy and such like that, and just like work with it. Just work with it. Just adjust it the best way you can. Yeah, although it's interesting though. It's really interesting because nobody really brings up. Because I don't really get like I'm serious. Like I don't really get people don't say much about anatomy though. Like people don't really comment on the anatomy, so it's interesting. It's just. No, there has to be. It's just not much of it, and I'm usually worried about that the most. You know, trying to get the poses right and everything, and it's like, just it's not worth getting stressed about. Oh, it's not going to ruin the drawing or anything like that. But just if you can get most of it right, if you can at least get most good chunk of this right, and it's not too glaring, then you should be fine. It's not. And it's also probably because of my session of like drawing stuff at a low angle too. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm like psyching myself up right now. Do I think we're going to finish Psylocke today during the show? We might. It really depends. But just keep in mind, Psylocke's going to have Sue was easy to do just because it's one bodysuit. Psylocke has a bit more details I got to add to it. You know. I just realized. I just realized we finished. I finished Sue in like 25 in like in just under half an hour. So that might spell confidence. It just realized that the character is going to get more detailed as we go along. The line is going to take longer because I do have to factor in all the little details. For example, magic. Magic has a lot of stuff going on with her outfit, so I have to factor that in. Squirrel Girl will. Squirrel Girl, I think Squirrel Girl and Psylocke will probably be an easier process since I've drawn them before. Storm is going to be tricky. Storm's definitely going to be tricky, and Luna is going to be tricky as well, though. Luna's going to have a lot. Luna's probably going to add more details with Luna and Storm as well. So. Let me know what you guys think. Did a crossover with Capcom. I know, right? Like, there's so many like nods to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 anyway, so you could see the direct inspiration. But I'm just having a blast with this, though. I do realize that with like some of this I can get away with, but not too much because her left arm being like covered up by the band by the ribbon on on her sword and such like that. Plus I really like the way like her ribbon, her sash is designed too. I really like that. It's very intricate. And I'm probably going to do this as a. I'm probably going to do this as. If you guys would like a sticker of this, let me know because I probably would turn this into just this whole group shot into one sticker. It will be a long sticker though. It's like those little things you got to nail. It's just so important. You got to nail those little details. I don't know. Sean and Johnny can definitely attest to that too. Sean and Johnny can definitely attest to that. Okay. You gotta say what you will, like, I didn't think about this, but okay. Just hear me out. Okay. So when there was a post, I thought about a post or something that Master TDS made on Twitter a while back, a couple weeks ago. Started working at this. The little details that count, Johnny. The little details really do matter, and they can get tough too. That's what I was trying to say. See, I'm trying to look cool too. No, we only got 2.5 minutes. Yeah, you can see it's rough. Oh God, this looks so bad. Okay, we got this. We can do this. No, I was listening. So I remember a tweet. Master TDS reply. He got apparently some other dumbass or somebody was going after him and such like that, talking ish. And I looked through their profile and I was looking at their work and I was like, yeah, they're not the one to talk. It was like, yeah, they're not really the one to talk about all that. And one thing that I thought about what Master TDS said, and it kind of made me think about it, was that say what you will about what I draw all the time, but I do challenge myself. Like, I actually do challenge myself, and that's something and that's something I have to think about, though. It's something I think about. It's like, like you're challenging yourself here to do 6 poses in one draw. To do 6 poses, and that means you're going to have to give so much. You're going to have to give the same amount of attention that you're giving to one pose. You have to do it. You have to do it for one character. You have to do it for all 6 characters in one picture, basically. Oh, it's okay, Snow. Thank you. No, it was just something I thought about. You're actually challenging yourself that way. So, like, this whole thing is a challenge. This whole thing is definitely a challenge. So, I can't lie. This whole thing's going to be a challenge, but I think it's going to be worth it because you're not good at group shots. So, it's here. It's like it, though. Like, you can't describe it, but it, though. It's like that feeling. Okay. Short break. Okay, for those who had the right sense to actually come here, actually had the right idea to actually show up here, the real work begins here. I'm doing a huge group shot, basically. Group shot. Um, in the first 25 minutes, we finished Sue. Like in the first 25 minutes of the show, we finished Sue. And my chat voted, the chat voted that we start on Psylocke next. I used an app called Pose It to do all the poses here, actually. Do all poses here and got a good 3D render. Gives a really good 3D mannequin to work with, and I was able to set up all my poses and then just start kind of drawing each one at a time. But this is my cute, sexy robots like tribute piece right here. Like I wanted to do a little tribute to his piece, a tribute to his drawing. Kind of like do my own version, do my own take of that. I thought it'd be really fun. That'd be really fun. And plus, you guys definitely asked, definitely recommended. I asked me to try it too. So I came up with 6 characters. As you can see, I came up 6. The center is of course Sue, Mrs. Fantastic. On the left side, you have Magic, Psylocke, and then Squirrel Girl doing the Cammy stretch. And then on the right side, you have Storm and Luna Snow. Now, granted, this is probably not an optimal composition with the fact that you have mainly duelists. Yeah, you don't really have a tank, really. The tank. You got 2 supports with Storm, with Sue Storm and Luna Snow, and you got mainly a duelist. You got mainly a duelist set up with Psylocke, Magic, Squirrel Girl, and Storm. Which Magic is the best at close range. Storm is good at crowd control. Actually, Storm and Sue are good at crowd control, basically. Basically. The Squirrel Girl's really good for long range. And Psylocke is really good at stealth. So, but I thought it'd just be like a really fun, like really cool shot, though. Like a really cool shot. So, what we're gonna do, I'm just taking a short 5-minute break, and what we're gonna do next is we're gonna tee on Psylocke, because that's what I am. That arm I'm really worried about. I really admit that arm I am worried about, because I've been fiddling back and forth with that too. But we're just gonna like work on one at a time, like one character at a time. So thank you guys so much. Hey, people watching, smack that like button, make it jiggle, smack that subscribe button, guys. Look at 9 likes. Let's get to 20. Let's get to 20 likes today. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen. All right. Let's get to 20 likes today. Let's make it happen. All right. Ow. All right. All right, let's do this. All right, come on. Like I said, we got Sue Storm in the first 30 minutes, basically. I think the next hour will just be focused on Psylocke on this one. So I'm just waiting for the break timer to stop, and then we're gonna pick up right where we left off with Psylocke. Like it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just I want to make sure that I match the. I want to try to make sure it's consistent with the Psylocke that I did a few weeks ago. So I do think it's enough. I do think it was a nice touch to put the number 4 on Sue's butt cheek, though. All right. Okay, we're ready. All right, 25 minutes. Time to focus. Let's do this. All right, so here's the next one. Okay, let's do this. I might want to switch brushes out though. I might want to switch brushes out. We'll see. So we are going to flip the canvas over. So we'll flip the canvas over and let's do it. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not terrible, but okay. We'll start with the cake first. It's not terrible. Probably the most. I know so probably the most. I'm probably the most harshest when it comes to on my own, on myself when it comes to anatomy and such like that. So. Nobody pays attention anyway, so nobody pays attention to me anyway, so I guess I get to. But I do it like everybody's watching. Do it like everybody's watching. You draw like people are watching, so when nobody's watching, yeah. But I do care. I do care, you know. I see do care, and I do take pride in my work. Melanie. Still got me, man. It's still like, it should still get, it should piss me off, too. What she said pissed me off, like, really. Like, I had to go into face cam. Like, it pissed me off so much, I went into face cam for it. I was like, okay, I turn on my face cam for it. I was like, pissed off I was. That's how pissed off I was. I'm like, bro, what you consider smut, and yet I don't, yet she puts, yet she want to act like she's all high and mighty about it. I was like, okay, you know what, you know what? I was gonna make a video on that. I was gonna make a video just on that specific quote, just so I could post my reaction too. I'm like, don't you? I'm like, dude, I've been doing. I was like, no, I've been doing this. I've been doing this shit for years. Okay, don't come here and tell me that I don't take because I do what you call smut that I don't have any pride in my work or that that it poisons my talent. And I'm like, screw off. Like, screw right off with that. Right. I was like, you freaking. I was like, I don't care about my work as much as she does. I care about my work as much as she does. Savvy cares about her work more than she does. Like, come on now. Yeah, that pissed me off. That comment pissed me off. Really did. Pissed me off. I was like, because like I'm not gonna negate 10. See, you're not gonna negate 10 years of work that I've been doing. 10 years of work that I've been doing. Just to tell 10 years of work, just flush down the toilet, just because somebody with a god complex is telling me that I don't put pride in my work. Screw off. I don't put pride in my work. I don't actually give a damn about my work because I draw what they call smut. Screw off. Enough of that. No, it's just sorry. That just got me, man. That got me. You know, the funny thing was that people were saying that, people were in the even people in the chat were like, it was like, dude, don't fall for the bait. She's just baiting. It's just hey, I know. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. I probably shouldn't be falling for the bait. But it just highlights a thing that I've seen time and time again. Those who want to those who want to run a crusade against fan service or just attractive female characters in general have the biggest skeletons to hide. And apparently Savvy did some research, and JDA and Razor Fist they are not saints in the slightest. The rest of Twitter is disagreeable. What, that I don't put pride in my work? Well, I already know that. No, it's just like the whole thing is like I'm not legit. I'm like, oh, F off, dude. I'm like, F off. Like, this shit doesn't mean. Sorry. By the way, stunning. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I saw the photos. Man. I'm really. Thank you so much. If you want, put it in the Discord too. Put it in the general Discord chat. I'd love to see that. I think other people would like to see that. Just send me your photos of the stickers if you got them too. Mm-hmm. My Discord's really people are really talkative on the Discord. I really appreciate that, guys, especially in the art channels on Discord. I really appreciate that. You guys are posting up stuff like every day the other day, so I really appreciate that. I'm trying to entice more people to join the CSF Nation Discord to post their work up. So get some more. No problem. No, but seriously, bro, thank you. Yes. Post art in the Marvel Rivals Discord. Is there an official Discord for that or something? You want to send me a link, Sean? Send me a link. Send me a link. I don't know. Send me a link. I'm basically giving up trying to post anything on Reddit, though. Trying to clean this anatomy up. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, all right. I'll check. Okay, I'll go through the actual game. I'll pop next time I pop open Rivals. I'll check it out. Thank you, Sean. Trying to clean this up. Head shape I'm worried about. Head I'm worried about, though. Head I'm worried about. If we if we finish early, if we finish with Psylocke. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm still worried about that arm though. I'm still worried about this arm right here. I guess this shows like here. Does it care about my own fucking work? No, that's it. Nah. Yeah, that's what I figured, Sean. That's what I figured. I was like, I don't think I can try, but I don't think it's going to get deleted. Like, I think the only thing that I think can pass are Penny, are the Penny one I did, Penny, Penny, and possibly the first Squirrel Girl drawing I did. Everything else, I don't know. I don't know. The Psylocke might be a gray area, and especially this one. Thanks for heads up, Sean. And the messed up part is, like I said, there's been just some ish going on yesterday. There was some more ish going on yesterday about what Savvy discovered and what other people discovered, because now Razor Fist is getting a lot of heat right now. Razor Fist is getting a lot of heat right now. It goes back to that whole thing. It's like if you go against if you're this kind of person who wants to go against you want to try to start this crusade against fan art or against fan service and such like that, you usually end up having the biggest skeletons to hide in your closet, and so learn. I won't post it. I may post it Friday. I may put it up on Friday or so, but we got some more images of Del Rose being a hypocrite and Razor Fist not really being much of a saint either. You can't. You really like the whole thing is like you really can't be, edgy. You can't go with this crusade against fan service and try to be edgy. It's like that doesn't work. Those two things don't go well together. At the same time, it's like, yeah, no, it's. I'm saying fan service because that's what they constitute as prawn. Like I said, when I was watching Smash JT stream last night, there's going to be more stuff like coming out with regarding the parties involved, and it's going to get nasty. Like it's going to get real nasty real quick. Okay. And just the hypocrisy, just the bleeding hypocrisy. Now, the next video that I'm going to do is on, I'm going to do the Code Violet controversy because that is just too hilarious, honestly. Because now, Code Violet, they're getting so much heat right now for going against, for not releasing their game on Steam because of not wanting, like, vulgar and over-sexualized mods to their game, and I'm like, that's not a good stance to take. In fact, you technically, for it being just a PS5 exclusive, you're probably going to doom your game. You're pretty much dooming your game at this point. If you are going to go after, if you have a problem with that, then yeah, your game's going to be in big trouble. Because you also have to understand that like mods and like even fan art is like a show of appreciation for your game too. That's what I was remembering. I was like, there was a post because I remember John of Trent was commenting on it, and I was like, really they want to try to go against Rule 34 too. I'm like, there was like Code Violet's not going to do well, and you've already damaged your bro. I was watching the gameplay. Sean, I was watching the gameplay of Phantom Blade Zero last night, and dude, the animation and choreography is insane. Like the choreography is freaking insane. It reminds me so much of Black Myth Wukong with how well animated it is. Like choreography is incredible. Like it looks awesome. And there was also gameplay of Wu-Tang Fallen Feathers as well, which looks pretty good. But they said that the main character, and I'm looking for a source behind this because Pirate Nation made this tweet saying that the main character in Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, her design, she was redesigned because of how successful Stellar Blade was. And I was like, that's cool. I will give it. That's kind of cool to see that, she was basically redesigned to look, well, she already had a really good looking design, but I guess because of Stellar Blade and how successful Stellar Blade was, that she was redesigned to look even more prettier. I was like, I need a source on that. Like, I need a valid source. I really need a source on that because it sounds cool, but I don't know. That sounds kind of iffy. But I wouldn't be surprised, though. Like I said, I wouldn't be genuinely surprised. I wouldn't be genuinely surprised, though. But one thing that other people were pointing out, and I think it's a good thing to point out, is that there is an overabundance. Like I think the souls. I think we can what was it? With Phantom Blade Zero, Sean. I agree. It looks awesome. Phantom Blade Zero looks awesome, but you have to admit that I think the Souls-like market is oversaturated. There is an apparent oversaturation of Souls-like titles right now. You can't deny that. You can't deny that there's an oversaturation of Souls-like, and admittedly, you got to really stand out and be unique if you want to enter this Souls-like genre. You really got to stand out. But I think there is right, but I'm saying it's like people are going to claim it's a Souls-like, or people are going to claim it's a Souls-like. It's like, but it's not really. It's a third-person action. It's a third-person action RPG. It's a third-person action title. I don't like I don't consider Stellar Blade a Souls-like, honestly. Not much of it. I don't know if it's Souls-like elements, but I really don't consider it too much of a Souls. Well, it's debatable, but it's more of an action game, though. But yeah, Phantom Blade Zero looks sick. Like seriously, like the anime, like I was paying close attention to the animation work and choreography. Like, dude, that's insane. Bro, it's not really. I understand that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Sean, is that there seems to be an oversaturation, or in this case, people are labeling like every third person action game that comes out is like being labeled as a Souls like now. When I think that has to be when I think at this point Souls like has to be like very specific. Has to be such a very specific label, you know. Just action games are not Souls like. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's a Souls like. I'm just saying it's going to be labeled. It's being labeled as a Souls like though. A lot of the any third person action game are labeling the term Souls like. Yeah. Because that's it's the popular one, you know. Like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is being labeled as a Souls like. Look, you can't deny that. You cannot deny that Dark Souls and Bloodborne basically fostered a new genre. New genre. They Elden Ring too, you know. And it became incredibly popular. You know, and it's the popular type of game to make too. Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, Sean, you're absolutely right. You know, it's because people forgot that, you know, we've had, you know, they want to label it as a Souls like when it's like, no, it's like you're kind of forgetting that, you know, we've had games like Devil May Cry, Nier, Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, like for a while, like Platinum games, they were kind of like fostering this new genre of action titles, of very fast-paced, like action, very fast-paced action titles, fast-paced action hack and slash titles, and like, you know, it was popularized by the likes of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Wukong Souls like ish. I think it really comes down to what is your definition of a Souls like? What constitutes as a Souls like to you? Because I've never played a Souls like before. Some people will probably argue Stellar Blade, but even then, I think it's like in the loosest term. Like I'm serious. I've not played a legit Souls like. I've never played Dark Souls. I never played Elden Ring. I never played Bloodborne. So, but I put Nier in that same. I never played Nier, but I put Nier in that same category as Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, just with a. Yeah, and I agree. Diane's. You know, people need to learn that a learning curve plus a dodge button does not equate to a Souls like. Exactly. I miss Platinum too. It's Platinum. It's Platinum games too. I look at Rivals and such like that. I'm like, I could see I could see like a single player like action title with Marvel Rivals, with characters in Marvel Rivals. Basically, I could see like maybe like an Ultimate Alliance 4, basically, or even something that is much more immersive like a proper Avengers title with like maybe more of a DMC, maybe something more in the lines of like basically to redo Marvel's Avengers basically with Genshin. I would say with a very fast paced like what time is it? 7:31. Okay, so we got 25 minutes, guys. So I'm just gonna put the clock back on, and we're just gonna finish this out. Okay. So like think DMC with think Marvel with like the way I see it is like it could be like Devil May Cry or something like a Genshin basically. No. No. Something more like Devil May Cry or Genshin where you can swap out characters on the fly. Basically like a Horrorverse title. Where you can swap out where you can switch out characters on the fly and like set up combos basically. Have good offensive and defensive mechanics. Each character with their own strengths and weaknesses, and each character with a good, offensive, defensive mechanics, and even characters with combo potential. I could totally see that. Nier is a third-person action game. Yes, it's not a Souls-like. Exactly. I was just saying the term Souls-like is definitely oversaturated and it's overused. That's what I was trying to say. I'm waiting for Sean to say something because I think he's legitimately shocked that I never played Nier before. I blame IGN for you blame IGN for coining for the oversaturation of Souls-like, of like being labeled everything as Souls-like. As Jay, I can see that. Because I would say like Life of P is like a Souls-like. Life of P is a definite Souls-like. It's just it is oversaturated. I guess you can call Black Myth Wukong a Souls-like, especially because it's the only closest thing we're ever going to get to Bloodborne. What Life of P? And people still want a remake, and people still want a remaster of Bloodborne too. Especially now that Bloodborne can work on the PS3 emulator. The third-person action game, yeah. Also, Son, you gotta admit, I think the best. I think we can all unanimously agree that that like working at Shift Up is probably one of the best jobs in the world right now. Shift Up. I don't know if you heard, but Stellar Blade became so successful that every developer, everyone who worked on Stellar Blade at Shift Up got a free PS5 got a PS5 Pro as a Christmas gift, plus a year-end bonus, a big year-end bonus because of how successful Stellar Blade was. I'm like, dude, that is awesome. I'm serious. That is so dope. Yes. It's like, game became so successful. Well, because of the success of both Starblade and Nikkei, that like they the shipped up team were given free PS5 Pro. Were gifted a PS5 Pro for Christmas. As everyone everyone on the staff got a PS5 Pro for Christmas, and they got a huge year-end bonus. And that's gonna raise morality like no other, man. They did an incredible job. So they did an incredible job. Like you said, Starblade is my game of the year. So I mean, it really is cool to see that, like legitimately. That's a W. That's a W company. I feel like a lot of other studio. I feel like a lot of others. Yeah, that is how you run a company. Like seriously, like that is how you run a game development studio publisher. That is how you do it. Okay, your game is that successful that you're giving your teammates you're giving your employees like free PS5 Pro. If every employee gets a PS5 Pro, is gifted a PS5 Pro plus a big year-end bonus, just because of how successful the game was. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if NetEase. I wouldn't be surprised if NetEase did kind of a similar thing because of how successful Marvel Rivals is and how popular Marvel Rivals is right now. And there's legit, support for the game. It's legit. I was reading up the whole thing. Is like they got the team behind Snowbreak. One of the gotcha games that I play. They got a year end bonus last year, and then they like their sales for Snowbreak in 2024 last year basically doubled, if not tripled, because of that. Because of being dedicated. They've been through so much drama, yet they stayed dedicated to their player base, dedicated to putting the players first before anything else. And I think this players first mentality is going to. I do think the players first mentality helps out in the long run. I do think not antagonizing your player base helps out in such a long run. Your games are going to last longer because of that. Malas Esquire. Ramon, what the hell? Ramon, you want to clarify that because I'm seeing some red flags. I'm just seeing some red flags. You want to clarify that, please? No offense. Sorry, I see raccoon emoji, so I'm just sorry. I'm getting some spawning red flags. So Mo, please clarify. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to ask. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to ask the modders to. I'm gonna have to ask my modders to keep an eye out on you, please. Thank you. Please clarify, modders. If you can just keep an eye on that comment, please. Yes, I'm just wondering. Just I need clarification. Sorry. Little reaction out of me. You spawn raccoon emojis, especially in my chat, especially considering my past experience. Then I'm going to be very, very alarming, very, very alarming with that. Sorry, I was. No, I don't want to time people out or kick people out, but no, please clarify. Otherwise, it will have to get ask my fathers to time you out. So please clarify. Thank you. What's the strike one? Okay, so we got 15 minutes, and we're done with. I tried to clean up the anatomy as much as I could with Psylocke. Try to clean up the pose as much as I could with Psylocke. So let's just go straight to. Let's just go straight to. Let's just go straight to. Let's go straight to detail in this. I think we could do that in the last 15 minutes. So we only got 15 minutes left. So, the rest of the show, rest of the day today, I'm going to focus on just see if I can get as much line art as done as possible. I think I'm going to start on. I think I'm going to start on either Storm or Squirrel Girl, Storm or Luna Snow next. Storm, Luna, or Luna Snow, or even Magic next. Just because with Magic, I think with Magic, I think that with Magic. I think that's much maybe easier pose to do. Like I said, oh, by the way, guys, the app that I use is called Pose It. It's called Pose It. It's a yeah. I went ahead and decided to do Magic. I was like, I'm so tempted to draw Magic too, just because like I got to add some of my mains in here, and I was like, I'm technically kind of a Psylocke / Magic / Luna. I had to bring in Luna just because she's basically my main support. Support basically. Okay. It would just be Hella. It would just be Hella and that would just be Hella and who is it? Hella and Sue, Evil Sue. I forgot what it was. Malice. Emma, yeah, well, true. Well, it's people who was actually in the game, though. People who are actually in game, like we don't even like no joke though, Stunning. I really was considering doing. I'm considering doing an alt version of this with the characters that I want to see come to the game. That would be kind of cool because, like, Rogue would definitely be one. Obviously, Black Cat would be another. Especially if they can do Felicia justice. I was really considering Dagger. Like, I was stuck between Psylocke. Or Dagger, and I'm like, you know, it'll probably be much more familiar with me drawing Psylocke in this one. But I was really considering Dagger. Mystique, yeah. Has sort of ability to mimic abilities and stuff like that. That'd be a good mechanic. Mystique would have a good mechanic. Although I would see her as more a line. I could see her as more like Loki with his ult being able to mimic characters and mimic their ults. I could see that basically. Spawn, no, no, no. Jay, Spawn is not. Spawn's not Marvel. I could see a mod. I could see a White Knight. I could see that. I could see a Spawn mod for Moon Knight. Like I could legitimately see a Spawn mod for Moon Knight. Now, there's already a Batman mod for Moon Knight. Speaking of which, yeah, the Marvel Rivals, like the modders for this game, are going ham. Like they are going absolutely all ham. It's pretty awesome, and they also tease the fact that there's another Psylocke skin that they're teasing as well. Into the shop as well. That'd be interesting. And then of course there's the promotion of if you watch Captain Black Falcon America at Regal Cinema, you do get the Red Hulk skin for Marvel Rivals. So I don't think, but you have to go to Regal Cinema on opening weekend though. I'm like, yeah, I think people are going to wait until Red Hulk actually becomes in the store because it's likely he's probably going to make it into the store. Then it's not going to be a FOMO thing. It's definitely not going to be a FOMO thing though. There's no way you're going to lock out a skin for those who you have to see Captain Black Falcon America on opening weekend, and ticket sales on Falcon Cap is not good at all. Like they're falling below they're above the Marvels, but they're falling below Antifa Man, Kami Mania, Antifa Man. They're that bad. It's not good at all. Are atrocious, absolutely atrocious. Anyway, guys, Quicksilver would be a good pick. Yeah, especially now that you have Magneto and Wanda. Why not put Quicksilver? Good. Be a really good kit to work with. Other Spider-Verse characters. Okay, let me be honest. I'm gonna be open with you. I can see the argument for Miles being his own character, for Miles kind of like being a separate Miles having his own kit, because he does have different abilities compared to Peter. He has some different abilities such as his Venom Strike and his invisibility. But more or less anything, I could see Miles as like a premium alternate costume with his own voice lines. Same thing with it. I could see Gwen. Like I could see Gwen come in as but she has to have her own like kit though. And I could see Silk and Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman as just alternate skins for Gwen though. You see what I mean? Kind of like what you saw with Injustice 2. Like they're alternate skins, but they have their own unique voice lines and everything. They have their own unique voice lines. You know what I mean? Yeah, Carnage. I could see a Carnage skin for Venom. Like Carnage skin for Venom, especially. Yeah, and what I've heard in a recent comics, they screwed up Ben Riley just so they could prop up Miles and Gwen, and I'm like, oh, piss off with that. That's screw off with that, like for real. Which I would love to see. I would like to see a Ben Riley skin for Peter. Like I would like to see a legit Ben Riley skin because we got a Kane Parker, Scarlet Spider skin. And, like, I would love to see a Ben Riley skin for Peter. Yeah. Ben Riley and a Miguel O'Hara, like Ben Riley and Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. No, I didn't like that. So I don't like that. Apparently, in one of the recent stories, they are screwing up Ben Riley just so they can prop up Miles and Gwen. And I'm like, oh no, no, no. That's not how you do it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Green Goblin and Juggernaut would be good. Yes. Mm. Green Goblin would be perfect. Mm. I would argue that both Green Goblin and Juggernaut would actually be perfect for Marvel Rivals. Mm. Juggernaut would be an excellent tank character. Mm. And I can see Green Goblin as a solid duelist. Probably on the same level as Iron Man. Probably having the same flying ability as Storm and Iron Man. With my quality busy in this one. I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh no. Okay, I'll have to check that later. Good morning, difficulty. Let me. Okay, let me put my mic closer to me. So, is it better now? Is it better? Is the mic quality better? Okay. Hop going to go with it. I would love to see Felicia. I would love to see Black Cat. Black Cat, I think she would play more to. Black Cat would be more of a duelist, if not stealth, like Psylocke. Which she would be more focused on hand to hand. I don't know. I couldn't see what her ultimate would be, but I could see. But I would like to see that. Rogue. Here's the weird thing. I could see Rogue as being more of a tank. Like I could see Rogue as being a legit tank though. But I could probably also see that her probably is like a tank, almost like a tank Vanguard hybrid though. I would see like a tank and duelist hybrid. Hybrid class. Because she would have the ability to fly like Storm, but she would also have the ability to be but she probably have that strength though to be classified as a tank as well. Captain Marvel and yeah, I want Captain Marvel in Rivals. That's actually one of the characters I want to see. And just because I think they could do Carol some justice. Like if they're able to do that with Squirrel Girl, if they're able to make Squirrel Girl look great, then they could do the same thing with Carol. like come on, bring on the Captain Marvel fan art. Like come on. They can pull it off. I'm just saying. Jean, Emma, Deadpool. Yeah, yeah. So I don't get this. I don't get what they were going with. What the gamer article was saying, that there's too many, that they already wasted their A-list slots. Like, no, there's still plenty of heroes that people want. They just brought in the really popular ones, or they just really did a great job making a lot of the characters really popular. I could see the kid, like, we could go on for days. We could go on this entire show talking about what kits, what kind of kits that each character you could see having. But then again, like, the thing is, like, with Rogue and Mystique, though, Taskmaster would be perfect. Taskmaster would be perfect. Like, with Rogue and Mystique, though, the only, like, they would have a similar ult to Loki, where they could copy someone's ultimate, basically. Or where I could see that, like, with Rogue, like, her ult could be being able to, like, her next attack, her next physical attack actually takes the power away from, she could temporarily take the power away from an opponent and use it against them. Use it as part of her kit, basically. Like, say she could steal, like, in a way, she could probably steal an ultimate, basically, and use it on them, though. True. I would like to see Captain Marvel in here. I think Captain Marvel would be great. Carol would be great, and you got to have the Warbird. You got to have the Warbird Miss Marvel as an alt, basically. Warbird Miss Marvel has to be an alt. It has to be an alternate costume. I mean. Because they're going to do good with that, but yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Is, you know, yeah, Rogue. The problem is that Rogue Baby 2 OP. Gambit would have a sick kit, though. Gambit, I could see fun to play as hell. Gambit would be sick. Taskmaster would be really good too. But yeah, I could see Rogue as OP as hell. I could see Rogue as OP. He is hell. Oh. Like, we need a second, like, we need to create a second wave of waifus and Marvel Rivals, starting with Sue Storm. We need to create like a second wave. Second wave. Oh, that's right. It's not Nolan Rad in the MCU when Fantastic Four movie comes out this year. It's not going to be Nolan Rad Silver Surfer. But Professor X is going to be in there too. Professor X is coming in. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I gotta get ready for work. But this is how it's looking so far. Guys. So we are on the right track. We are definitely on the right track here. I'm going to finish Psylocke. I'm going to see if I can finish Psylocke on the train today, and then I'll get started on the next character. I'm hoping that by Friday, I really am hoping by Friday that we can... we can start on the flats, but it's going to be a time consumer. It's going to be a definite time consumer, but it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. So anyway, guys, that is it from me. Smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button, make it jiggle. Thank you to all my channel members. Join the CSF Nation for as low as $1 a month. Really appreciate all your support, and I thank you all for tuning in this morning. I'm Makini 90, artist and illustrator, and this concludes another episode of Makini in the Morning. Until next time, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care, much love. Never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in your video games. And above all else, never stop drawing.
Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right here in Pacific City. For free tickets to the next Makini in the Morning live show, well, Makini in the Morning live show audience, if you want to be quite nice. Of course you do. Well, all you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free. Makini main podreta agente novem con Makini charge operaciones in posazione con China Nanagita Televisikai eb distributor CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution. Little fast, little slow. Was that perfect? Magnifico. Love it. Absolutely love it.